Okay,
Yes,
Varun,
sir.
first of all, congratulations to you that you have successfully cleared the All India Sainik School entrance exam. Okay,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
okay. So, Varun, introduce yourself.
My name is Varun Hansa. I study in 5th standard. I study in Kushan Public School, Samba. My father's name is Mr. Arjun Kumar. My mother's name is Mrs. Mansi Kumari. My father is a businessman. My mother is a homemaker. I belong to Samba. I like I like playing badminton. I like watching movies like Rocket Boys. I have a lot of interest in SST too.
You have a lot
And
of interest in,
I have a lot of interest in SST.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, Varun, today in this video session, you clearly hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Varun, in today's video session, we will discuss 4 points on interview, right? That
Yes,
will
sir.
help you a lot for preparation of the interview. First of all,
Yes, sir.
that is why an interview. Why there is an interview for Sainik School admission, and what are assessed in Sainik School interview, right? Secondly,
Yes, sir.
we will discuss about the panel of interview. That means how many members are there in interview board, right?
Yes,
Thirdly,
sir.
we will discuss about the pattern and the type of questions that are asked in Sainik School interview. And also,
Yes, sir.
we will discuss some general etiquettes and behavior that you have to follow during the interview. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so let us start one by one. In the beginning, we have to discuss what is an interview and why interview is conducted for Sainik School admission. Varun, you have applied for Sainik School entrance exam, you cleared it, but till now, the Nagrota Sainik School staff, they have not seen you, right?
Yes, sir.
So the intention, the aim of this interview is to see you personally, face to face, right? They wants to
Yes, sir.
know, they wants to judge you, your suitability to stay in hostel, your suitability to mix with your friends, your social behavior, right? Social behavior
Yes, sir.
means, what you mean by social behavior? Social behavior means your attitudes towards other people, cooperation, cheerfulness, loving others, helping others, right? And your
Yes, sir.
emotional maturity. Do you know what is emotional maturity?
No, sir.
Emotional maturity means suppose इन सम छोटे छोटे बातों पर जैसे रो लेना, बहुत ज्यादा गुस्सा हो जाना, हाइपर हो जाना, दैट इज कॉल्ड इमेच्योरिटी, राइट? A maturity behavior.
Yes, sir.
Emotion means suppose your mother feel ill, you will be so much emotionally disturbed, you will leave taking your food and everything, you will not talk to others. This shows your emotionally immaturity, right? So
Yes, sir.
in interview is intent to judge you socially and intellectually also. Intellectual in the sense your intelligence, your academic records, your hobbies, your way of speaking, your communication skill, how you communicate yourself, clarity of expression. Are you listening properly? Can you express?
Yes, sir.
They want to judge these things. How you are expressing your thoughts, how you are expressing yourself, what you want to say, can you express it? They want to see it. The language may be different, but you should be able to express yourself, right? They want to
Right,
see,
sir.
right? The
Yes,
third
sir.
thing that they want to judge your reasoning ability. Reasoning ability, that means you should justify the cause and the relationship. Suppose one may ask a question, your peacock lays an egg in your neighbor's house. So whose egg it will be?
Sir, can you please repeat? I was not able to hear you properly.
Yes, very good. Listen again. I am repeating. Suppose
Yeah.
आपके घर का एक peacock, you understood peacock?
No, sir. Can you please can you please tell me its meaning?
आपने एक पिकक रखा है, पिकक मोर, राइट?
Okay, okay.
और आपका
Yes, sir.
मोर ने दूसरे के घर में अंडे दे दिया, ये अंडा
Yes, sir.
क्या होगा?
Sir, it will be R, but yes, sir, it will be R.
आपने पाला है मोर
Yes, sir.
और दूसरे के घर में उसने अंडा दिया है, तो अंडा
Yes, sir.
नाइबर का होगा, आपका होगा या वो मोर का होगा?
सर मोर का।
क्यों?
सर क्योंकि वो चाहे जहां मर्जी अंडा दे,
मोर तो अंडे नहीं
लेकिन अंडा
देते,
तो उसने दी।
पीकॉक अंडे नहीं देते हैं।
सर लेकिन अकॉर्डिंग टू द ऑप्शंस मैंने वैसे ही आंसर दिया।
नहीं, दिस इज द रीजनिंग एबिलिटी, राइट? बिफोर यू आंसर
Yes, sir.
यू हैव टू थिंक। यू कैन से सर पीकॉक अंडे नहीं देते हैं, पी हेंस देते हैं, राइट? So
Yes, sir.
these are the reasoning ability. These are also judged. These are some typical questions the board may ask sometimes, right?
Yes, sir.
The board will also wants to know about your academic performance, your decision making, your confidence, right? So
Yes, sir.
these are the things for which interview is taken, and the interviewing officer and the board, they assess these things: your communication skills, your social adaptability, your suitability to stay in group, and moreover you are opting for Sainik School because your aim is, I think, to become an officer in armed forces.
Yes, sir.
That is why the board will also assess your suitability as an officer in armed forces, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Second thing is, how many members are there in interview board? जो सैनिक स्कूल का इंटरव्यूइंग बोर्ड है उसमें 3 या 4 मेंबर होते हैं, राइट?
Yes, sir.
The school principal is the chairman, then 2 other members, one a senior teacher and the other one is the psychologist, right? And sometimes
Yes, sir.
it may be from armed forces, right?
Yes, sir.
So now we will come to the point, what are the questions that are generally asked? What are the type or pattern of questions that are generally asked in Sainik School interview, right?
Yes, sir.
The first one is about you, your family and your friends. right? For example,
Yes, sir.
what is your name? What is your father's name? What is the occupation of your father? What is your mother? How many brothers and sisters you have? Which member of your family you like most and why? Then who is your best friend? Why he is your best friend? Right? Then what is your hobby? What is the games you play? Suppose you will tell about your hobby. What is your hobby, for example?
My hobby is playing carom and badminton.
Okay. Suppose your hobby is playing badminton. At least you should know what are the trophies that are associated with badminton and who are the heroes or the stars of badminton players in India, right? And what are the
Yes, sir.
trophies or competitions that are held on national basis and international basis. Some of the terms that are associated with badminton you should know, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the first pattern is about you, about your family, and about your friend. One thing, Varun, when you told me about yourself, you also add your achievements. Your achievement means what you have achieved till now. Suppose whatever negligible it may be. Once you were the monitor in your class, suppose you have got a prize or a position in badminton competition in your school. So whatever it may
Yes,
be,
sir.
what you have got or achieved, you have played a role of someone or in a drama or in any extracurricular activities. If you have achieved something, you should add it. Suppose you have
Yes, sir.
helped someone, either he may be your friend or your relative or your neighbor. If you have helped anyone, either by money or by physically, if you have helped any old person, if you have help your friend, you try to mention it, right? Even if
Yes,
you
sir.
have any pet and you like it, helped it, then you also mention, right? The
Yes,
next
sir.
type of question that is asked about your education and school. Suppose you have told the name of your school was Kusan Public School. They may ask about your school, what type of school it is. It is co-education school, I think, right?
Yes, sir.
So, what do you mean by co-educational school?
So the schools that provide us the education from nursery based and to the upper classes based.
Co-education means the boys and girls both were studying in the same school. That is co-education, right? And
Yes,
in
sir.
your school, Kusan Public School, both boys and girls are studying, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Third thing is its affiliation. It is a CBSE school or it is a state board school. It is a CBSE school, right?
No, sir. It is a state board school.
It is a state board school. So you
Yes,
should
sir.
know all the facts about your school, about your principal, the name of your principal, the number of teachers, who is your best friend in the school, and about the school activities like annual function, about school carnival, whatever it may be, and your participation in these events. You should write down it and write down the answer. I will send you a question booklet. You write down the answers, and day after tomorrow, when we will take the mock interview, you should be prepared on that ground, right?
Yes, sir.
So you should be well prepared about your school, about your principal, its affiliation, type of school, your academic and percentage of marks you have scored. As you have told me that you like SST the most, and you also think in mind which teacher you like most and why, right? So
Yes,
second,
sir.
that is second pattern is about your school and about your academic. The third pattern of questions that are usually asked to the students is about your area, about your locality, about your village, about your state. Suppose you belong to Samba, it is in the state of
Yes, sir.
Jammu and
JNK.
Kashmir, right? It is a union
Yes,
territory,
sir.
right? And
Yes, sir.
you should
Yes, sir.
know about all the historical and religious places of your state. You should know about the governor and uh, other important facts about your state and the
Yes, sir.
uh, and about the recent activities, recent events in your state, in your district, right?
Yes, sir.
The next pattern of questions that is asked about your forthcoming school that you have opted, about the Sainik School. The board may ask why you opted Sainik School Nagrota. I think you have opted Sainik School Nagrota.
Yes, sir.
So you should well prepared for that. Why you prepared Sainik School and especially why you prepared Sainik School Nagrota, right?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
what
sir.
are the facilities that is available in Sainik School Nagrota? When Sainik School Nagrota was established, and who is the present principal of Sainik School Nagrota, and who are the alumni of Sainik School Nagrota who have ranked in army or navy, in air force, right? In top brass, right? Next
Yes,
question
sir.
that may be asked about your choice of defense forces, about the three branches of defense forces, right? Three branches of
Yes,
defense
sir.
forces, that means army, navy, air force, right?
Yes, sir.
The latest equipments, the latest weapons we have, and the various ranks in three forces, the officer ranks, like in army, lieutenant, then captain, then major, lieutenant colonel, colonel, then brigadier, major general, like this. And what are the equivalent ranks in three forces? And also you should prepare about the various days that is related to armed forces. Army Day, Flag Day, Vijay Divas, Kargil Day, right? And also Navy
Yes,
Day,
sir.
Armed Forces Flag Day. This type of days you also remember. So also
Yes, sir.
you get prepared about various awards, the highest gallantry awards like Paramvir Chakra, Bir Chakra, Kirti Chakra, like this, civilian, and so also the gallantry award. And the recipient
Yes,
of
sir.
gallantry awards, the first recipient of gallantry awards, like Somnath Sharma in Jammu and Kashmir, 1947-48, right? And you should well
Yeah.
prepared on that. You should also prepare the channels of command, like who is the supreme commander of Indian Armed Forces, who is the present chief of Indian Army, who is the chief marshal of Indian Air Force, right? You should prepare
Yes, sir.
latest GK on armed forces, right?
Yes, sir.
In addition to it, the board may ask you about why you want to join the armed forces and what
Yes,
are
sir.
the ways, except Sainik School, what are the other ways to join the Indian Armed Forces as a commissioned officer? You may mention that there is NDA, 10 plus 2 entry, and I can also apply for CDS and like that, right?
Yes, sir.
The board may also ask some general knowledge and awareness questions. That is, you should always aware about what is happening around you. That means what is happening in state, in national and international basis, and how it is affecting us. Take for example, deforestation, right? How deforestation affecting us? You can say deforestation is affecting climate change, global warming, rainfall, right? All these things.
Yes, sir.
These are very typical questions that are asked in Sainik School interview. Suppose now the war between Russia and Ukraine is going on. Do you know it?
Yes, sir. Russia-Ukraine war.
Yes. And if I will ask you how it is affecting us, can you say?
Sir, there is a risk of yes, sir. Sir, there is a risk of nuclear war. So, if a nuclear war happens, then the nuclear dust present due to the nuclear bomb will get mixed with the soil, and the radioactive plants and trees will grow, and the fruits and the other vegetables we will get from them will be radioactive, and we'll get radiation poisoning, due to which we can die too.
Very good. But till now, it has not been a nuclear war till now, but still it is affecting us.
Yes, sir.
How?
Sir, because there is danger of many things such as World War III, and uh, like I told you just now, nuclear war, and even now US is also giving them marines for war that can increase the risk of World War III, and Britain and the other countries such as US, France, and NATO countries are also trying to save Ukraine from the Russian invasion. So
Very
that's
good.
why it can become, and
But
so that's why it
actually,
can
it is
become a world war.
indirectly affecting everyone because the
Yes, sir.
prices of
Because
oil and gases that are increasing.
yes, sir.
Am I right? Secondly,
Yes, sir.
the groups are the countries are making groups, and it will cause, as you are saying, we are going towards a third world war, right? And the
Yes, sir.
stops actually the agriculture and the food production that is mostly done in Ukraine, and we were importing all the food grains, oils from Ukraine. So now, being the war, we are directly or indirectly highly affected due to the Russia and Ukraine war, right? So this type of question
Yes, sir.
be asked. So you should get prepared on this pattern of questions about, I'm repeating, about you and your family, about your friends, about your hobby, right? And second thing
Yes,
about,
sir.
secondly, about your area, about your locality, about your state. Thirdly, about your school, about your principals, teachers, friends, your academic, your activities, and school functions, etc. And thirdly, you should prepare about the school you are opting for and why you are opting Sainik and why you want to become an officer. Understood? And then the
Yes, sir.
and other things. Right?
Yes.
Some of the
Yes, sir.
typical questions that may be asked, right? Varun, what is your name actually mean?
Yes, sir. My name means the god of the god or Neptune.
Neptune.
Yes, sir.
Who has given you this name?
Sir, my mom and dad.
If you would given an option that Varun, you choose a name for yourself, then what you will choose?
Sir, I have chosen this name only because I like it a lot.
Very good. And how many brothers have you?
Sir, I have two brothers. Actually, not brothers. They are my cousins.
Cousin.
I have only one sister.
Suppose she is younger to you.
Yes, sir.
She is younger, your sister.
No, sir. She is elder than me.
Suppose you are watching the TV, your favorite
Yes.
TV show, right? And your
Yes, sir.
sister came and she snatched away the remote. Then what do
Yes,
you
sir.
do?
So, firstly, I'll ask her don't watch this, and if she'll be watching something different that she doesn't watch every day, so I'll ask her, and otherwise, if she does not agree, so that's why I'll watch on my phone.
Okay, Varun. Today we have discussed about why there is an interview. Secondly, we discussed about what are the type of questions are likely to be asked in Sainik School interview and the pattern they will follow and your preparation. You should prepare thoroughly. We will send you a sample question that includes all these patterns. You prepare on that ground, and day after tomorrow at 7:30 again we will meet and we will have a mock interview. Right? Then I will give you some
Okay, sir.
tips. Right?
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to ask me?
Sir, can you please tell me the time of tomorrow's mock interview?
It will not be tomorrow, it will day after tomorrow.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
And tomorrow
Yes,
we
sir.
are just giving you one day so that you will be well prepared for the mock interview. Right?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
And we will send you the questionnaire. Okay?
Okay, okay, sir.
Thank you,
Yes, sir.
Varun. Good night.
You too, sir. Same to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night.